Hello everyone! Have you ever seen a building that's both strange and stunning like this? With a compact shovel, he tirelessly carves into the rich red earth, each movement precise and efficient. He clears away loose soil and removes stubborn rocks by hand, slowly excavating a clean, rectangular pit. The ground is steadily shaped, the floor leveled, and the walls defined as he prepares the foundation for his shelter. His attention then shifts to the timber. He retrieves wooden posts that have been strengthened by fire, their ends charred black to resist decay, a timeless method of preservation. One by one, he sets these posts into carefully dug holes, creating the uprights for his structure. Horizontal logs are then skillfully fitted into notches, and with the satisfying thud of a hammer, a sturdy ladder-like frame begins to take shape at the entrance. He assembles the roof structure, connecting the beams with precisely drilled holes and securing them with hand-carved wooden pegs. With the framework complete, he turns the excavated earth into a building material. He crushes the larger clods into a fine soil, mixes it with water from his canteen, and kneads it into a thick, pliable mud. This natural plaster is applied by hand to the interior walls, smoothing over the rough-hewn earth. In a final act of craftsmanship, he takes a simple stick and carefully etches lines into the wet surface. What was once a simple dirt wall is transformed into an intricate facade of faux brickwork, a testament to patience and ingenuity in the wild. He lifts heavy logs one by one, laying them across the frame to form the rafters. The structure grows, its wooden skeleton reaching upward. This is a work of traditional joinery, where every connection is made with skill and precision. Using a hand auger, he drills deep into the overlapping timbers, creating the channels that will hold his creation together. He hammers hand-carved wooden pegs into the holes, the sharp reports echoing through the quiet forest. These simple pegs are the lifeblood of the structure, locking the beams together with immense strength. Any excess is neatly sawn off, leaving the joints clean and flush. He moves with a steady rhythm, drilling, hammering, and sawing until the primary framework of the roof is secure. Now, he begins the painstaking process of creating the roofing material. A thick log is meticulously measured and sawn into manageable sections. Then, with a heavy knife and a small axe, he begins to split the wood, skillfully cleaving off thin, rectangular tiles. Each piece is carefully shaped and finished, ready to be layered. He carves intricate mortise and tenon joints for the vertical supports, fitting them together perfectly before hammering them into their final position. The main ridge beam is lifted, set in place, and secured, completing the roof's sturdy A-frame. The result is a beautiful, interlocking wooden frame, built with timeless techniques and ready for its final covering. The work continues on the finer details. On the ground, a simple wooden frame serves as a precise guide. Holes are drilled and pegs are set, forming the foundation for what's to come. This frame becomes a jig, ensuring every slat is cut to the perfect length with the steady rhythm of a handsaw. From small wood scraps, he expertly carves thin dowels, the essential pins for his clever design. He assembles the first panel, laying the slats across the frame and threading the dowels through, creating a row of wooden fins. But this is more than just a simple panel. He drills holes through each slat, weaving a tough cordage through them. With a few deft knots, the static panel is transformed into an adjustable louvered shutter, opening and closing with a simple pull. He repeats the process, creating a matching pair. One of the finished shutters is carried to the roof and fitted into a pre-cut opening. With the finality of hammered pegs, the shelter now has a skylight, a wooden eye that can be opened to the sun or closed against the rain. The focus then shifts to providing warmth. A heavy log is brought to a sawhorse and methodically cut into thick rounds. With a powerful swing of an axe, the rounds are split, revealing the clean, fragrant heartwood. The wood is split again and again, first with an axe, then with a knife and chisel, creating a large pile of firewood and kindling. The remaining log halves are carefully shaped into curved tiles. He carries them to the roof, laying them in overlapping rows. Piece by piece, the shelter is sealed, a testament to skill, patience, and the raw materials of the forest. With the main structure complete, the final touches bring the shelter to life. Inside, the last of the handmade earthen bricks are carefully set in place, using thick mud as mortar to complete the walls. He works with patient precision, sealing the interior from the elements. Outside, the last of the curved wooden tiles are laid along the ridge of the roof, completing the protective canopy. A thin wisp of smoke curls from the chimney, a sign that the hearth within is already warming the new space. Perched atop his creation, he begins the meticulous task of sealing the exterior. With a dark, natural sealant, he carefully fills every joint between the mud bricks, tracing the lines of his masonry. This painstaking work not only weatherproofs the walls, but also gives them a clean, finished look, highlighting the texture of the handmade bricks. The focus then shifts from the shelter itself to the furnishings that will make it a home. He begins by crafting a sturdy sawhorse, stripping a log with an axe, cutting it to size and shaping the pieces with skilled hands. Each joint is carved to fit perfectly, drilled and pegged together, creating a functional piece of rustic furniture. Using this new workbench, he builds a small, sturdy stool. Frames are joined with dowels, and planks are cut, fitted, and pegged to create a solid top. Seen through the now framed window, he makes the final adjustments, chiseling the wood to ensure a perfect fit. It is a quiet moment of craftsmanship, the last act in creating a truly handmade home in the heart of the woods. With the shelter nearly complete, the final details are meticulously chiseled into the window frame. Handcrafted wooden shutters are then fitted, their simple design allowing light and air to enter. A unique door fashioned from two halves of a single log is installed and secured, completing this rustic and resourceful woodland home. The story of this building ends here, but the journey of discovery is just beginning.